www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy. This is what mini wireless networks look like. But hey, this is what they actually look like. Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless. Switch to Kenny Rose Wireless and enjoy streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with.
Now, congratulations to Coach Francis Pep Guardiola, Essence Enra, and manager of the month of November. When presenting the award and shot me the man. Now, the tennis open your Francis Pep, my main fans will enter just open, you know, Wababe Nadia manager Bakwa, we say Alex Ferguson, and him no Penya Francis as a Venga Florma, Wamupe and a manager of the month was no, Wam Richard double a year figures. Coaches are Abba Premier League, my main fan told him so Penya Francis Pep and Ra, set me the month of November, you know, Ababe. The third manager, what me Jama Kuma do echo, Nasa reach double figures, and dear Jose Marido Munaba, Nemo Pep Juma Oya for Man City, no, Nemanja and Sotinokoye, and latest reporter Eba, yet Emma Mo and so which Medinaso. Mamin Fanton is a Pep Edge manager of the month of November, no, Wuko player of the month, and Liverpool right back a Francis Trent Alexander Arnold, one and penny from the team border basso, in the Pep Edge manager of the month, not just a player of the month, no, one some that tenacity, Bia Kama, not just a branch Francis Nadia Trantano, one edit deserves and Subet Maka, and Tomodi manager of the month, they more Pena Francis Pepino, not only player of the month of November, Edema branch Francis Trent Alexander Arnold, and a Liverpool for right back, no. And I'm the dinner once answer the tuja na and about 12:30 said them can answer the no Wolves air quite Etihad one more any Manchester City and airport na Yakobusa Wolves some manager your friends Bruno Leg so penny Branton didn't so Bernardo Silva player no more be meeting and na sa on na Man City one more born a Branton no a Camilla quest or no and a post danger and so the Manchester City opponents no said them to see a dribble players any goals are awesome also no and I'm coach friends Bruno Ayelek no see Fantuga say and a match no the tennis na Brantia your friends Bruno Fernandes and I say when yeah Brantia the day and Bernardo Silva say almost static no na onu coach net bench no who say na Brantia friends Bernardo Silva or chichi players ni bebrebe na or chichi players ne sa or no cre and say na de obetiasi park ne so na Brantia friends Bernardo Silva no wono enso etmi akwakoye na de na se mo benyam na Brantia okay live on YouTube and I will sabet show no and two brides can come board on YouTube. Mami fan to get a show no air live on YouTube and air brides can come board on YouTube. Say Facebook ni nyamba ruko YouTube show no enso live abet me akorebi na bibia enso atma kama na me go so make a coach friends Bruno Legend some no or say na branch friends Bernardo Silva and start so watching obetutu obebu ne name obeshutu ni and no my manager so the two ja yet am waiting out to me some na on the funny side and a coach on enso atma and a latest Eba Sansem no yet Emma Mo and so what imagine so yeah can players Obama demo also in this season no Mubenya na branch friends Vinicius Junior Mon Fanento so na Vinicius kakra say Upiemo and so the Spanish La Liga ne performance de ma air club friends Real Madrid and a league no and yemenya na ekoye na branch friends Vinicius Junior one also the month of November Oko Spanish La Liga one energy a player of the month of November now you see the entire branch energy the month of November most air goals most shot or on goal most successful take-ons Nina Vinicius Junior and Modi Zavison and Sweat Yakano the free Vinicius so eba yet Emamo and so ewo jumedin so na bibia and so tmaya kama mame fanti say Cristiano Ronaldo ewo aya Manchester Chromo nemo mame ne reference Georgina Rodriguez we kura ne ne girlfriend no Georgina Rodriguez mame fanti say Georgina ne always screen so on YouTube Bryce can come board on YouTube no beba Ababa friends say Georgina Rodriguez one Ronaldo man nine no any gina no na obebusa say ehin no moko report I mean say can say Georgina Eden Kwadano any abusuane de aka nyina ekọ Argentina na omunso akọ start Christmas no enso de afio enti Ronaldo Junior any ni nuama no omo maame enso de omokọ akopiem ewa Argentina Ronaldo de era say Manchester Chromo a wo bobo no so de Manchester United na omo game nemo ne yire no enso ekọ na Ronaldo ne private jet no na unsa Georgina Rodriguez ene nkwada no ejina ho no na o said yes yet na sika de ede what you say we no mo papa enso ewo wo papa ewo private jet enti so mo kwakopiem ewo Argentina enya afi eno ba kwakope ye flight bia papa no ne private jet no ho eno omo nso kwakofra ho nsem no ye de nyina enso de mamu ewo djumade so na bibia enso tima ye kama eno aye reporter ba sansem no ye de mamu me ko aye Barca team ne mo na se Barcelona team ne so obeti se Barca EP player until said ye ne obeti se Real Madrid EP Kylian Mbappe na fe Madrid for EP Antonio Rudiger Madrid EP players akese team saka no obeti se ade Liverpool team no wo mo so monitor Rafinha I will see academy any players aka no Barca EP player na player be na Barca EP yes say on Monday Barca contingent enso be PM ewa Argentina na club friends River Plate ewo player bi eno Julian Alvarez Mama Julian Alvarez any regional player way and club friends Barca and penny for Monday and I'm just entourage and so Argentina no makwa share River Plate in penny for no more some bet me discuss Barca for me goals and some identify say player way who PM and so Argentine league in goals no bar no ball Edema River Plate team no and who be yasa Barca for Bakwa Faraba and I branch friends Alvarez Julian and then the on Monday Barca for so din komo no more some na dia transactions bi anso betumi akoso eno dia ba sansem no yet mamu enso ewo the Barca team no there eno latest eba ni nyina no yet mamu ewo show no nyame yad no Madrid derby no eba so eno ochina 8 p.m. ewo Santiago Bernabeu Real Madrid ebo area ti Atletico Madrid na mamia branch ya friends Karim Benzema ewo Madrid gym no Karim Benzema mami fantu ya sem na branch no yenya enim se we pray afi and also betumi recover na wetumi ababesia kan Benzema ni eno woko Madrid gym no ma na nya asem ketwa on some catch 2 days ago say player nankasa ka team the doctors say no feel good o feel some no okay enti Madrid derby no obetumi start game no na ono so etumi abodi ama club no nemom report am say kan say doctors no Karim Benzema and Bristol na still no go so old training hard name of say doctors ni chema say coach your friends Carlo Ancelotti one here no akọ risk a branch your friends Benzema and so omo wom ena doctors player no efili so okay name omo gire sem ne ho ensheda Anthony ye enti say game no crown Benzema beba enya say bia no best start na so start crown na obebo some few minutes ontimi emo 90 minutes no enti still Karim Benzema as to so bebo game no watchna anase ontimi emo no Madrid doctors no there report I mean second so advice and he said name Jabranch and said game no person bobia Carlo Ancelotti name more than 20 minutes and a report free Benzema so yeba yet mamo enso ewo Karim Benzema and latest and so free ba yet but sound so opium Atletico Madrid and ya monitor omo training ne kakra na latest I mean second sem na so branch your friend say Luis Suarez enano wo kan say Atletico Madrid omo game against FC Porto Suarez ebo just 13 minutes per any uniform na over training na that screen is on YouTube and Bryce can come board on YouTube but na Bobo conference Atletico Madrid initially nyene senka Luis Suarez emo game ni bia no omo training no ye unse Suarez enso ejina ma den enti omo chat na screen is on Suarez and na mfinfi a ono enso training ati so ototo ni amadema Antoine Griezmann enti player no enso purchase why ready a ono so game no betia bobi eno de Madrid derby ochina eno enso betia ba so no ena ehonsem enso di tuya no pay nya wetime wo se di esiate ma me mfantu yesa oye Madrid supporter reporter me say kan say Gary Bale nyame yad mo china obeka Madrid squad Carlo Ancelotti enso de kwakubo game no ento te say na Madrid squad na ba na Gary Bale edi ewuma e ma no enyo nwa essence eno Madrid training na ekoso no na abranche friends Gary Bale performance no according to coaches some say na nyeba de kra enti Carlo Ancelotti ebe include Gary Bale e won the match day squad no eno reporter me say from Madrid ya didn't na enso de ba no pay na wetime wo say de esiate na me kwa branch friends Eden Hazard aswe Hazard they say emo Eden ya ma branch friends Eden Hazard our club friends Real Madrid na mama me Eden Hazard the picture no essence Hazard say be record we any record papa record 4 na ekura a branch friends Eden Hazard essence since Eden Hazard join the club friends Real Madrid from Chelsea no mama Infante you sending goals and assist say odd combining goals I watch any assist I provide ya ni nyina 14 Hazard Real Madrid o combine na dia injuries Hazard asa suffer e club friends Real Madrid and also your 14 and injuries nko any goals and assist Hazard 14 enya record papa and as enya start papa and former branch friends Eden as a player na oba obi any sem na their performance no and so I was ready that from Chelsea Urbano with a little push no ebia ka Ballon d'Or ye body cranka Eden Hazard no by now nenka ne din so ka on podium no nenka ono so betua furu bi Hazard e be mo e wo Real Madrid nyama nyina enko say ni position of Vinicius Junior and your branch friends Rodrigo Omotuno Marco Asensio Omotuno say Hazard etin chance okay the last time Eden Hazard able game Edema Real Madrid team no so all starting game we ba cho obem kai na the same way the injuries any goals and assists ni nyina 14 and no air branch friends Eden Hazard free na so e ba no and am the emamu enso e wo dwumade so na mamimpie mu enso club friends Chelsea. Now join me on YouTube. Bright can come board on YouTube. Now you heard Chelsea team nekakra. Now Chelsea, Mabeka told us that Champions League trophy no quarter and so America. Now Enra the tennis oko New Yorker. Almost same young fan to the Empire State Air Building. One light no blue. Now because the entire light in the blue no images na that screen so now we will say the theater and no the Empire State Air Building. Now we say Chelsea dino and in the mukakra. Say now no Ballon d'Or awards national you name Chelsea as the best club 2021 the best club Chelsea and no and I just New York no women's lighting the Empire State Air Building and so blue na unya second image na ubunsa no na just baby blue blue na just almost celebrate club friends Chelsea Champions League at Chelsea no and that's so America and when they were New York here's our picture we and no a building no and I just lighting up a blue they celebrated club friends Chelsea said the best club and so we are seeing the whole we are say Chelsea and the best club and no the free Chelsea so ya didn't and so Chelsea go some prepare normal game and so victory and so by say coach your friend said Thomas Tuchel and happy with any performance and then the players no performance or more than the goals at Chelsea for air consider no coach no and happy West Ham 3 Emma and Nano Boca friends Zenit and so 3 into 2 matches na Chelsea consider 6 goals na NY PM Coban training ground say ko said nema enso sia ko who said the training isia tie coach no enem ranch no anibra na say Chelsea for enso de year adwuma na e Chelsea anibra enso atmeba nemo maka to say ade ba ko Chelsea team no eboa unity aside issues and the air course wa manager no enya happy na ene dodo na enya happy with Chelsea especially on defense no mame enfant to say still now no unity no eda so adwuma and so among club friends Chelsea or players no na oko Koba na training no more no ultimate still now no Syrian more e wom say anibra e wo training ni mum make sure say time bia no Syrian enso be more na nyama nyina enso atimya koye e de ama club friends Chelsea and latest if you Koba na ba ya de nyina enso e de tuja no pay na wetimi say nyama enso esia ko na me free Chelsea so ya me ko PSG and no PSG team no enya hoho na howa oko PSG no Spider-Man Mohammed movies no Spider-Man enra ono ekosra Abubakar friends Paris Saint-Germain enso ewo omo asoye na enra Spider-Man ekọ ene yesenya me adma December 15 omo enso ebe premiere ni new movie eno Spider-Man No Way Home enti enra na osa Spider-Man enso ekọ Messi abadia ensem no nso timi ekọ Paris na okosra PSG team no na ono nso ekọ ye ema bibia nso etimi ye kama rawza ye timi video no ema we hwe kai Facebook kan kebe mo we say the video no esiete name Spider-Man ekọ na enye Spider-Man nko ena sa akọ ye openye friends na sa Kalafi eno PSG omo president no enra wono nso ekọ he training ni bi enti players no mo ba mo bedru no na openye no enso gina o udu anu achi anu hage o enti Messi ene Sergio Ramos mo nyina no omoko ekokotom na openye friends na sa Kalafia na chese training no ono nso ye presenter wo se bibia enso betima kama eno reporter fu ba sansem no ye de nyina enso edi tudwa na wetime se ye se tebe come back to openye friends Ralf Rangnick onim say ye see 2018 openye no nenka ono ena eba be succeed aye Arsene Wenger e wo Arsenal ese enkomo ekoso ma ne ko animo nemom de ma enkomo no break ye no ene sem de so panyin no onkote a Arsenal for ese omo extend their branch friends Mesut Ozil wom extend the contract yes anu nti sam na de na panyin friends Ralf Rangnick ote no ena amana we piem enso wa Arsenal esanse na oba no onfo so se a branch the din enso de Mesut Ozil on be man a new contract enso wa Arsenal ena empenefo so come on a new contract eno latest however yet emamu enso ewo jumede ne na wetme sere nema enso esiako na Chelsea for Casemiro say Madrid eso mo pa branch friends say Antonio Rudiger yes Chelsea for say omo midfield ono omo so be hia player ento omo so epa branch friends say Casemiro ewo boboko ne din enso ede Chelsea asoye eno de ba Steven Gerrard return akopiem ewa Anfield name this time or as a manager or the Aston Villa team na echo na Steven Gerrard SCM fan to say area senior open player ne performance no ewa so we Ballon d'Or no a branch friends say Lionel Messi and a French football magazine for Edemano Emma Robert Lewandowski eto number 2 name according to Steven Gerrard or say best player ewo area say ano obia ene be ya say 100% a branch friends say Mohamed Salah and a area senior say open player Nemo demo eso ania e branch friends say Mo Salah eno small penya to say na game mo kwa kobono se enyama enso na betimi atene na so de atia Boboko friends Aston Villa Mohamed Salah enso be key difference no eno report eba yet emamo enso ewo jumedene so mame friend to yes a report amensa ka sesia and it's a Tottenham Hotspur any Rangers a game no yes UEFA for enso say no cancel match no and they say game na betimi akoso mo postpone here because of a COVID situation na epiemu ewo club friends Tottenham Hotspur say the empenfo a cancel game no crack and yet as a match no enso betimi akoso eno dieba Abrante friends Amad Diallo player Ivory Coast nia wo sina carry Manchester United team no na say Manchester United players a good team nima ebe den say Amad Diallo ebenya bi enso etimi abo report say can say player no January transfer window no latest eba ne say 24 area branch no enso ebe ko loan enti Amad Diallo Ivory Coast no obeko loan enso eho eno latest report eba yet emamo enso ewo ejuma de sene na wetimi sere nema enso esiako eno report say ka na they say ko Abrante friends say Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and the coach Eddie Mikel Arteta and sensem they say baby adina kwa kodu no as emu thing dodo na nim say coach no any captain no omo afole out what I say nema enkoso Ese ase ntoka kakra enso atinyaba nemo penye friends Martin Keown osi akoba ne sa Arsenal ena ne ho enso betimi akire no enti animenum ya no ewose mpenifo estepe down na se omonso mdeti make sure so ombe free to na se mpenifo ne bi no coach friends Mikel Arteta any player friends Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang no from na ono monkasa difference bi no omonso oti out eno ena bebo amaniema enso atimi akoi esanse enema ekoso no HSN ne no Arsenal team no wom ena bebre eno a report eba yet emamu enso ewe show no so na Thierry Henry say mfa ento just ono wanya surprise da say Abrante friend say Leo Messi eba PSG time betoja say Messi efi Barcelona one co team dia say Boboko adin enso ede Paris Saint-Germain na onim say PSG na ho na Messi eba wom ebe back no na fe Ballon d'Or no onim say na Messi epe na PSG for the wetinya back no ama ne nsa enso atimi aka enti Messi ba oba no ono Henry ne de anya no nwa ba ku say eno small penyen so dia toja yet mamo enso ewo ejuma so Paul Parker esim dia kancha Ralf Rangnick say ne no won say openye no time bia opeso use Marcus Rashford name information now about 4-2-2-2 no ontimi emfa Marcus Rashford emo Marcus Rashford according to opinion friends Paul Parker or a former player of Manchester United also say Ralf Rangnick episode used to Brantia Nedin Ede Marcus Rashford ewo game BMA or make sure say their position of and as a formation of Ebono it as about 4-3-3 and as a 4-4-2 so 4-2-2 no emwa Brantia no eno some opinion so dia tuja yet emamo enso ewo show no so na opinion friends me no real super agent no wa confirm media ma say Abrantia friends Ellen Haaland no friends Ellen Haaland no die besi bia Abrantia no obeteke a step enti teams akese no obobo di ni bi say Manchester City, Manchester United, Real Madrid, PSG ni nyina teams am na likely say WWE Abrantia friends Ellen Haaland enso betinya join yomo na wakwakoto na football no so ewo eno latest if you sansem no ye de nyina enso ede mamu ewo ejumadi no se na bibia enso etima ye kamana Xavi say ne 34 years any manager bia emaya ne start no worse than Xavi de no say Xavi ena say baby ade no enso age aduru no eno nti Xavi also keka no Xavi ekeka no esanse say de nkofo start no enso pull niama eba no say omo amiki so say ne Xavi enso bekeka no a ahwa basa enima enkoyi eno de eba Pep Guardiola so giri say this season ewo Premier League no team a obeji Premier League no ohia more than 90 points. Watch I say 80 and 85 no say winya according to coach and friend say Pep Guardiola or senya dey say ubetimi agi Premier League na na ye performance ohun any modern teams no airborne no or say team a obeji this year a Premier League say any team a your friend say Manchester City team bia no e was say team no enya more than 90 points no ana ebeboa ama aye team no enso atimi age ton and say o ma age championship no eno ensama Pep enso dia toja ye de nyina enso eba na watimi say this year te enche besi form na chairman BKB eni abedwafo enso atimi atoa so na omodi empense mu no enso de ba minim say na dodo na etwen say predictions awodo na enso betimi ba Christian mo ha enti omodi ubewram na wanya predictions ni nyina kama na ene matches no say odi kwa koguso a say okọ betway na wo hu say ba bia onso de be fa no na onso de afa and of course don't forget say Dia Hustler on also the predictions no na as a Dia de ya na Africa no but e be hwe ni nyina ya monitor ni atwotwo bi enso de ato na e we say bibia enso betimi aye kama eno aye study theater store no show no aye live e wo YouTube oko aye Bright can Cambodu on YouTube a wonsa enso betimi aka aye jumade no na onso betimi monitor there unfortunately Facebook no yetimi afa ma ene enti oko YouTuber na wako Bright can Cambodu on YouTube na wetimi subscribe a page no ubenya e jumadi na live na wonso wetimi he o comment ubetimi sanso de ato na chese chairman betena no remo me won se ni padodo na na remo ewo YouTuber wo monitor show no Zakaria Zion Halit me won se o remo ewo YouTuber no ono so monitor sanso na akwasi ageni Mboaten enso ewo YouTuber no ono so show ni bi na Williams enso ewo YouTube akwasi ageni Mboaten medical boni dada Baba Sule enso ewo YouTube mu nyina monitor ayano pay show no we a Pure Weekend Sports live on Pure 95.7 FM no said you see at chairman na say on the Rera games ni mo na weekend we ya have be de befa essence another weekend eno said you see at Facebook na tum okay Facebook na tum enti o join Facebook at Pure FM TV honso no ye dem dada ewo Facebook Pure FM TV enti ubetimi join on Facebook na wonso wetimi Irish show no be currently eno said you see at chairman
okay
now you said the Arsenal e was Arteta and Aubameyang situation no win ye because since asade and starting the chairman nas na wo form say wa ha
ya form no kwa na
ekofom
unsa institution bi aminim sense wom but say go back to the two leaders and press why and it becomes a bit of a problem nti yen say bi on between solve this animal nyina na nioma atotom e de amaye okay now okay is a Facebook live number is a Facebook live in them bibia atotom kama na enti obetimi ahwe live on Facebook Pure FM TV you say afibi sign na afibi sign so the afibi sign yes on YouTube me YouTube page no Bright can come bodu okowa no subscribe na ahwe your programming so honum na Christian Bogo there bibi atutu
yami adum
say voice na baka masana na meni age bi abe fine say tina so munya mo mpa ma me no 1 million in gaba can you be biblia asesa
this is home minister no
minister dey
Mr. for receive
me won ade
so the $9 million akobo World Cup qualifying tinka so o scan biblia na
o sano kai
sano kai was World Cup qualifiers no ye the $9 million and abo
They born and say.
Aye.
Never sure.
Chairman, voice no voice wo how can say.
Me have a voice.
Our Kano City.
Just have a voice.
I said the $9 million akobo.
You have a test voice. Yes, I'm in that.
Chamo.
Ninja.
Chairman, me say what can you? What can some no? Okay. Any
only one coming on voice, mammy.
Mate.
70 voice now, me $9 million. Qualifies na boy.
Aye. And I say matches no nyina mu create ni pepepe to say Cape Coast any the two kwan call Ethiopia, Zimbabwe ni.
Them say no e be just a budget no mo ye ne sa. Banya actual spending.
They are spending ya use the abo we no $9 million in jaka 16. Aye no da ho afa ne be TB dia ye Afcon dia no. Okay. Voice in baba sisi anche.
Baso Americans mo pay no me dia nemra. $1 million.
O de ne beba.
Eba kai say na say titi e kasa say. Kamo be ya no ba na line cars before mo so yi back. I was change ya.
Inti beba ne akoma eta chiri no. Akoma na eta chiri ntino.
Eba dia ni be bre ho beto mo wi asa.
Eba.
Basia. Bombo msi wa anke duma ko nyi bim.
Baby no mo dia this odo musika ni sie omu eye kakra. Andy say the mfama ni sie
Andy ko Kenya ma many anya de kwa for maybe
Kenya ya no
Kenya brown bray over time so madam say go for time so also in now ba also
no so ya has time in there
and I'm say go airport and also here go airport go people say me go the picture on to play na no kwa no na me so say old one I'm sure then go bampa because say boy we say okay therefore we are live on Pure 95.7 FM Andy wadama mame yina Evan so any so but say no join your feed na no wa share no bi so nya bi yenyina nim de sie abranche ne so jan ya am say no azade pon no ba yes no azade ba kwa to you page one odi di ni mreto asam ni se munu na e aroho sem say I did because you are reports and over and over. Yeah, Facebook for example, so many things. Munu na kwani dinu. Sade ya report to us still. Omusu guso hwa abranche men di sanse munu. Na odi guso ye hwese nyambe adom. Ne nsaka. When say there, you streaming on Pure FM TV. And I be also so on YouTube and so a bright kankam bodu kwa on YouTube with me a show no. And so okay, you have something just well. Now I say I will come home coming also basso. I will come home coming basso. I say homecoming basso. DC rooted. And so basso DC rooted near the Chamson. Then also basso Ashtown homecoming. In fact, Ashtown homecoming near Adonko Ashtown homecoming. I will come there and say Bieja I will come homecoming. Now you heard him say you have to na homecoming how do you abaso Christian we can need the sound boys did you we can need muda ho
I say why you say muda ho no and no the boys
muda ho wolves ne you know wolves ne city when you say City will just 1 day and not 2
and to be on the safe side no about double chance Man City
now Man City now the audio 1.16
na say I do forget that they be musika no
double chance 1.02 anyone you got again I was so better na oh
by muye chama on be woods okay o dey ransom na Manchester United na amanfo say coaches be aba fufra omo Friday be friend the new coaches syndrome. According to the players naturally react to coaches now aba fufro no. Enti Manchester winning 1-0 over Crystal Palace no. Amanfo say enya de dada bia. Ayade na SSC because coach be aba na new ni first match naturally players no react to the new coach. They are all bo ebe so justify the entire say all bo. The oti bench onya bimbo enso pese wa kire se de ntia on sen ko obo. So there's always a fight for position and my team performance etimi kosoro. Enti Manchester ehye Crystal Palace no amanfo se derby yen twa kakra ne yen games na toaso no and said me aka say Manchester United no if there been a change or not. Banyamiano Nukreni. Obi share Manchester United against Crystal Palace. Now we a student of the game. Now the game next year you realize that a lot of things change. Now we are talking about Crystal Palace, not the 2 previous seasons. Omoba Old Trafford, Abesa Manchester United. Now in those 2 seasons now Crystal Palace ever Old Trafford, Abesa Manchester United no. Omoba 2 years ago, Ombo only 24% of ball possession. You know Manchester United. Last season, Manchester United Old Trafford no. Crystal Palace ebo only 29%. By ball you know, not Crystal Palace as Manchester United. But this season, Crystal Palace ebo 39%. But about 39% no, Manchester no. Manchester Crystal Palace by 1-0 no. That was the first time since April. Manchester able game Old Trafford. Manchester equipu a clean sheet. So Osha the Manchester United here now. I think sir, and not just because of the new coach in Tina as a place they say BBC sign. Now Adeba Kuya I found Manchester United one say as a Manchester United without the ball, omun intensity. As I say omuna defend it, not boni kwa the opponent now. Manchester United intensity to recover the ball no. Yeah, they form. But against Crystal Palace, what here game Nibiano, Manchester United and the key 65 recoveries. A season high. Season when you know there is not a single game where Manchester United the air bar one make 65 recoveries. But against Crystal Palace, United made 65 recoveries. Now, I dare accuse Manchester United more often season when they say Manchester United any high pressing. Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, and even players na Ebon Finfino, among high pressing. United naturally, and my opponent no progressive board now be do their own half before I say Manchester best at say omo pressing ball. Best also a game again against Crystal Palace now. Manchester United win ball no our Crystal Palace half of the pitch 12 times. And also a season high. Say season way, there is not a single game where Manchester a winning possession our opponent in half of the pitch 12 times. In fact, before some Crystal Palace ever bobono, now United average say winning ball our opponent in half of the pitch chairman now 4.1. Now from 4.1 on average it moved to 12 against Crystal Palace. That is a monumental leap. Now Adeba United say yeah chairman. Me say never be say there was this fighting spirit. United echo 121 duels. So 121 duels in 14 previous games that United abono. Average duels at Manchester United record no chairman na 92.6. But against Crystal Palace, omoko 121 duels. So 121 duels United winning 54. A jump from 44.8 to 54. So it is true. Say coach Biaba Fufra, chairman, players naturally will react. But this start say coach be different from the not only
that is a coach reaction.
Yes. Abantem, and I just say that natural reaction. Coach something different. Not only and soon Timinye. Now they are playing against Norwich. Chairman, so far the whole Premier League man. Tima enya the crown. Norwich. Norwich 20th on the league table. 10 points after 15 matches and now the chat to cry. Say a league now. All indicators they determine team performance. So the major Norwich chairman nyadi. Number 1, I'm gonna say the least number of goals 8 after 15 matches. Open teams in Swa as I consider more goals are Norwich. I'm gonna consider 31. League no so I'm gonna say chat to. In fact, Norwich even worse than Newcastle I consider 13. Norwich I consider 31. So Norwich against Manchester United we need 2 games at Twaso. Almost say Arsenal last week almost say Crystal Palace. So 2 games and we at Twaso. It's against Norwich Nadia. Even last week Norwich Tottenham Hotspur SN 3-0. The Manchester United drop points against Norwich. I will be extremely surprised. Now the entire United end team drop points and they say United should play in the top 4. After so much investment, last season they finished second. 2 seasons ago they finished third. Now say we finish third and second. Now I'm making so much investment there. Finishing inside the top 4 no and non-negotiable. So I say United finishing the top 4. Now so better finishing the top 4 there. Chairman, games like this, you need to take advantage. Now United eto so nsia de. But United any West Ham not also a 9 and only 3 points per. Manchester all 24 points. West Ham also 9 all 27 points. So Manchester United winning the games now or expect to say be West Ham make trophy points in there. Then they need to take advantage of their own games and win every game ever their way. Now United ever know we are. Games na twice no chairman friendly games. Games na ensure anything. Manchester ever know which we are. Or Brentford, or Brighton, or Newcastle United, no about Burnley. So teams na United no nobody nano. The only team are in the top 10 no team my friend Brentford. They can nano those team the relegation zone. So at this moment now they will need to fight back and get into the top 4 there. Chairman, Norwich, Brighton, Newcastle there. A team I say United, a team show simple. The amazing thing for Manchester United is that almost game against young boys, coaching arrested almost the entire starting 11. It may so as a players and enough rest coming to this game. And to David here, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Fred and McTominay, and Bruno Fernandes behind CR7, flanked by Brandt TFN and Rashford and his Jadon Sancho there. Chairman, so United cost 3-1 against him. Your friend Norwich, I'll not be surprised. Until Manchester United against Norwich. So Kofi Kesiemwa, Chairman, Manchester winning by 3-1 against Norwich. If you trying a 3-0 crowd now, because Norwich anything touch goals against United they need to chase a top 4 there. Chairman, Manchester United answer Krano at least 3 goals there. They will need to score 3 goals against Norwich. Not a dear Krano, 1 goal be no more so etimi ati. Chelsea airdrop form. Na Chairman Areho eya, especially at this time.
Chelsea are no be this season. Omo be
timing na omo drop form no any favorable timing. You do the business end of the season. At this point, Man City winning, Liverpool winning, and also your Chelsea now they say time now. Across your be 200 meters. Now you negotiate careful no. Yebe we no. After no France ya o lagi o chun na betri. Ade amenya jama Chelsea ni say Chelsea has 35 goals in the Premier League. So 35 goals na Chelsea has no. Chairman, 14 of them have come from defenders. Now Premier League, so a team and the defenders actually goals per Chelsea. 14 goals from defenders. In fact, so we table now. Teams and the defenders actually goals Chelsea 14 Second team Chairman, Aston Villa, Brentford, Burnley and West Ham. Omina defenders actually 4 goals each. So look at even the difference from 14 to 4. And in terms of Chelsea goals now, defenders Chairman, but in recent times, the primary responsibilities of defending, Chairman, they are becoming too sloppy. Now, last week in the Premier League, for the first time this season, Chelsea are conceding more than 1 goal in a game. Chelsea are conceding more than 1 goal in a game. One conceded 2. No, I conceded 3 against West Ham. 3 now conceding 2 of them are avoidable, especially Jorginho. Any Mendy, sa partnership na Omiyama Mendy ko sa penalty at the top level, and at this moment, you don't commit such screwball defending in the Premier League, people will punish you. You'll be punished. And say almost goes in there. A chino defending at the primary job by so much me. Now Chelsea considered 3 goals against West Ham. I think that is not enough. The MR Chelsea said, okay, they considered 3 goals, they lost. The same week now, Omulusu to West Ham. Na Liverpool winning, na Man City winning. Chelsea lusu from the first position and over the table now. Chelsea atosu miensa. Chelsea and Fabibia as almost Fabibia and Frim. Now their next game was against in the Champions League against Zenit, and on 2 different occasions Chelsea take the lead. Now Omatra Amazeda Baba Titikano. Chelsea SR was 3-3, and to make matters worse, Chelsea SR lusu in the first position in the group. Ebedi second. So in 2 games at Chelsea Abono, now 2 crucial games are Chelsea and taking maximum points. They've lost their respective position in the league and our Champions League. Now, the last time at Chelsea ever a Champions League game under Thomas Tuchel, I consider 3 goals. And for the first time, they consider 3. For the first time season way, they consider 3 more than 1 in a single league game. Chairman, and at this moment, you know, so man, very careful there. Now I hear and never to me, Chelsea ye papa. Now, we have Chelsea form na Eddie Bamuna, Medikaka, 1-1 against Manchester United, 2-1 against Watford, 2-1 against Watford. Coach Nika said, if they play the same level, they will be punished. Next game was against West Ham. The same level, they were punished. Their next game, and I'm considering 3 goals. In between these games, not Chelsea, any Burnley about draw. Now their tennis and Nadia, chairman, they are playing against Leeds United. Chelsea must return to winning ways. At the end of Chelsea, they said, at this moment, not just 1 win in your last 4 matches. There be 1 win in the last 4 matches na Chelsea Timenya. Over the league now. At this moment, December, January, no. So this half from where into the season more. At this time, there Chelsea was super shit. Now Leeds United no more ball. Leeds United 15th. Leeds and games with baby. Because 15 games, Leeds are winning 3 pay. But when league table now, Leeds are draw 7 games, so they don't win, but they don't lose more matches. I'm gonna draw games, 7 games out of 15 games now. I'm gonna etimia bono. Last season, I'm gonna Chelsea was 0-0. By return leg, you know, I was Stamford Bridge. Chelsea was shown by 3 goals to 1. And the last time at least Crano any win over Chelsea, you know, way back in 2002-2003, I almost share Chelsea by 1-0. Since then, 10 games at twice win now. Chelsea 8 winning against Leeds United. Chelsea in this situation and especially the opponent. Chairman Benchiwa out, Kante out, Trevor Chalobah out, and Kovacic and so out. But me sure say Timo Werner any Lukaku partnership with the Chelsea in the Champions League. You know, I'm very sure say I been defend Timo Werner there. Or say 2 goals in the Champions League. And the obe maintain the position. Or then Lukaku never up front. You know, Chairman Leeds United. Your ball Leeds United players about Dimpare Hoya, Patrick Bamford Meboa, and Liam Cooper, and Calvin Phillips. All of them are out. And again, all of them are out.
All of them are out.
Liam Cooper are out.
Chelsea win over.
Calvin Phillips are out. And Patrick Bamford are out. So a question of what? You're trying to against Timor. Chelsea the Nebria opposite return to winning ways. I'm going for a 3-0 win for Chelsea over Leeds United. 3-0. And now they at least a goal against Chelsea. 3-0
win.
3-0 win for Chelsea. They need to return to winning ways. So I'm very careful not to drop points. BM1. Chama league ni I say normal league no. I'm either City or Liverpool number the call. And then me sure Liverpool ne. Liverpool ne Aston Villa. Na game na me sure ni na me sure the reception with me Adama Steven Gerrard. Chairman de bia me ka say among force coaches influence in teams, you know, less. But coaches mienu a change manager was adding ho. Thomas Tuchel, Thomas Saki Lampard no buy no. Or say coaches influence no more. Now Steven Gerrard aba. Before say Alba no, me kai pass Aston Villa call Manchester caution 1-0. Almost say United 1-0 we Old Trafford we no. Chairman 5 games at twice no they lost consecutively. Almost lose na. So a team na lose 5 games and a fast Steven Gerrard then buy. To all but team form nye. But Chama buy no 4 games, 3 wins. The only game where Aston Villa lose was to Man City. Even that they gave Man City a good run for their money. So a new coach, the same players, but buy no or the same time can Aston Villa one. They are winning even when they lose. You struggle to beat Aston Villa. And they are playing against Liverpool. Chairman, Liverpool actually 6 games consecutively. 6 Liverpool winning. 4 of them about league. Now I think there 2 teams are they meet Abra form no quite encouraging. I don't near German Liverpool. They say last season they struggled to play games at home. But so far 4 games are omabo feeling no. Winning in those 4 games, almost 12 goals. I'm a ball crab tomonet. That is how you win the league. Okwa away now. It becomes anybody's game. By fear there, at least take advantage of home advantage, you know. And 4 games are a toss for Liverpool everybody now. 4 wins, 12 goals scored, and none conceded. That is an amazing feat at Liverpool. And so you can't Liverpool any Aston Villa. Last season we be the Aston Villa there Liverpool 7-2. I want to tell you. By return leg in the course was our Anfield no. Liverpool essay by 2 goals to 1. Adeba kwa season way Jurgen Klopp and say amazing rotation. AC Milan against AC Milan. No rotating players ni na almost key players ni na no. Still they won. Me sure say in the league there, Edia Van Dijk beba, Fabinho will make a return into the team, Henderson beba into the team, Thiago Alcantara, all of them will make a return into the team. It against Aston Villa. Steve Gerrard there after say Omama say nice reception we there. You start game now Adam Phobia away and I'm going for a 3-1 win for Liverpool over Aston Villa. And there make sure anyone say Mohamed Salah either he will score or make an assist. So far, chairman, me sure say kind of best player in the world there. And then Mohamed Salah probably Lewandowski. And there Mohamed Salah and say 13 consecutive games in the Premier League. Any in all games, you know, either say all say goal and I say all provided an assist. Now in the Premier League record new club brand friend Jimmy Vardy. Jimmy Vardy equal 15 games. In those 15 games, you know, either Jimmy Vardy is scoring or making an assist. So now a brand friend Mohamed Salah and making an assist and now Oshegua. No, it's just one game closer to our record now. A brand friend Jimmy Vardy and so Liverpool will win. But I'm expecting a brand friend Mohamed Salah either to score or make an assist in that game.
Okay. Well, Christian, the day matches in the room, no. Meza, you know, say now, matches no more. And Chelsea, then Chelsea will win. Chelsea will win with regards to least team. No, said the SCI, no. Arsenal to win over Southampton, and also a sure bet. Wow, yeah, you slow be an man in the kind. Match we the Arsenal will win by 2-0. One you can go Southampton go come to Wolves, dear no. City version the buy ni bibrisa.
Sa. Eh.
Only Vimana.
Arsenal dey na say we o.
Southampton dey no strong.
Oh yeah.
Enyehu.
Sa.
Enyehu gra.
Yes, Chamo, interesting weekend. You share results being say betimi PM, especially from the Italian Serie A, the Spanish Premier La Liga, but me person me kabibi kakrebi about Steven Gerrard's oko back to Anfield. Definitely, this is one particular moment I'm sure say every single Liverpool fan is going to cherish. Steven Gerrard is one particular person. Me believe he is English Premier League and football in terms of how I went to manage the English Premier League. I'm fan the trophy cabinet, you know. Now at the end of the day, also copy more baby. But the light of quite offer swaba back in the perception about former players of England. Say about coaching more players no more bobo born bebre na nyade.
Kasa
bebre na nyade. And Liverpool might feel say one, they've given us one of the brightest players of all time when it comes to English football and world football, which I agree. But when it comes to coaching, they believe thoroughly well say had the discipline, the dedication and the commitment of Steven Gerrard. Obetimi the Aston Villa be make a mark in terms of the coaching career, and that's you know Obetimi ababeji the England national team ababe. In terms of politics with the regions in England, on the Merseyside side for no me conform hard drink kakra. Omani su kakra. Petre kakra, and they believe that be papa be from one ever.
Yeah.
It's na Everton will sit down, Everton will feel say Maza Musore Amukika say we old club, yen see na so ye buy answer na we mu kreba. And you could see that anytime a Bobo Merseyside derby biano, the friction, the intensity, the anger, and this annual woman nano it depicted how the town on your Musuba city here. And they always want to be on top of affairs in every single facet of the game. And this time around, no, said Gerrard coming back to the town. No, it is something that is worth it. And but I'm looking at how he's actually going to get a win against this Liverpool team. I would say since Jurgen Klopp BPM Liverpool, this is the best Liverpool team I've seen under Jurgen Klopp. Not necessarily in terms of quality, but in terms of system, how Omunya resource. Omaya very much consistent as Omuji and Omudi Akosha 4th year. And why they almost speedy up now. This is Liverpool is a team to beat. After some show movie, Omuni AC Milan game no. Obi Omode Tyler Morte Munebo, Nathaniel Phillips Munebo. In this particular game, look at how they dominated. Origi Mu ne how Omusiti AC Milan to level no. And AC Milan with the likes of Yannick Frankesi Mu, you know, went million more.
Emma Liverpool dictated the pace of the game. Omu dominated possession in your results. So this time around, no, I'm looking at how Steven Gerrard is actually going to con something out in terms of getting a results against Liverpool. But who knows? Normally, other players are free baby because they know the myth, the system, stadium, Steven Gerrard is known to be Anfield, and Anfield is known to be Steven Gerrard because of some of the memorable nights our creative. Can he do one again, or can he get one over Liverpool? Because one, in terms of luck, any mythness and your money, when it comes in, you can't take Steven Gerrard out. We're paying the dues our Anfield, and I feel today. Jurgen Klopp, despite the team reform, he might be playing a very difficult game. They might be playing so well, on dominating possession, creating the needed chances. But I believe that I run a lack of because in this rating, because Gerrard too is bringing in something afresh. He is known for the grounds, and when Baby and Anyoma was here grounds in the results. I feel it's going to be very emotional, but a very tough game for Liverpool. Me sure somehow we are about to see the game between Liverpool and Wolverhampton Wanderers in EBM now. It's really going to be very tough. And my Steven Gerrard's team, Erekon Samo, the likes of Tyrone Minks, Mubetima Hadri, Emiliano Buendiamo, they are going to be on top form today. But I believe Liverpool is going to dominate the game a lot. But let's see how luck plays into the place for a team from Liverpool, especially when Steven Gerrard, assassin will be also back into the town. Now, Chamo, moving on to the Italian Serie A. It's in the Moyes. Who check the league table now? Say and the way City and my interest, but this particular weekend's game, how most of the teams is actually going to react, especially with results of during the midweeks and coming into this particular match weekends. Especially Yebenya Milan Udine, Milan they call away to Udine, Yebenya Napoli Empoli, because AC Milan and Napoli are going to pray for the league title assistance. Yeah. But baby Akoko Urano, Atlanta didn't who Jimuka Kranka Kranka Inter Milan so person will pick up Inter Milan so Tinefiabo Cagliari in this particular aspect. Now, in the top 4 race, you can never rule out Fiorentina, especially with how Omo form City are picking up from last weekend. And this is a team who expected Fiorentina to be in the chair. Aka form team. Now, within the league log, the table now, this matches, this weekend matches, and I think AC Milan might be the one who is going to be in trouble, especially Okwa to Udine and your grounds. Napoli playing Empoli at home, despite losing top players with Victor Osimhen, Lorenzo Insigne, Anguissa Munina out of this particular team. I believe Napoli were a strong squad with Lozano. Lozano composed injury in their last game. But what drives Mertens in this particular team, Piattori, Zelensky, they can give you the results that you actually need at the end of the day. And I feel a game against Atlanta, even in the weekend before the midweek game against Leicester City, now you could feel this is a team that is well drilled. The foundations has been laid down, especially by Mauricio Sarri and the likes of Gennaro Gattuso, Luciano Spalletti, Mabefa team. Consistently, I believe they have the men. They have something extraordinary with Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. So at the end of the day, this weekend is counter Napoli bet me a lusu points. I believe very strongly very difficult. Napoli able lusu points. The Maradona Stadium. They are going to win, and me believe you say Omar Shakrano. Napoli will be cruising in and around. Maybe a 3-0, 4-0, and maybe a 3-1, 4-1 be against Empoli. They are going to actually dominate the game. And me want to say Ediombe 40 points because as it stands, AC Milan were 38, Inter Milan 37, Napoli were 36, so Napoli will come to 39, and they need to come in as soon as possible. And also we are very smart, and they are coming back with a lot of confidence. Looking at a game against Leicester City, and the kind of results on Mukonyae, Editia Leicester City, Juventus there baby on an amne with 27 points. Oko Venezia and strong teams are. I believe Juventus. But make sure also be very careful not watch Juventus go because we to be a shocker within the season, and they have not been consistent and mentally. And be our channel one go be a beboa and also be a 1.43 more baby in 2 channel be Juventus walk away. Oh, Venezia the Metmark said 3 there. But Juventus they not play the safe kakra. There's definitely around 60% chance that they are going to win the game. But Unfortunately, the 40% no oko help us Juventus akobo 1-1 bi. Na afia akwakofa asem de aba. It you cha 1 goal dia. Chamo at the end of the day no ye 1-1 kra na woni say 1 goal dia wache ni bi te ba be ka ho. Na automatically etimi aboa. AC Milan Udine. I feel AC Milan any grounds so metimi challenge Udine at this particular stage. It's going to be a very tough game for AC Milan. I'm looking at how AC Milan best survive it. This is a game also I'm lose confidence kakra, especially in their game against Liverpool. My Liverpool the team we are show Abra top players in Gugumnia the other. I believe that in terms of the European standard, why the Italian teams are not doing so well, extraordinary. In the league, they've created the needed competition in the league, and I'm looking at how AC Milan bet me reacting. Men form European form into Tomu League because Yahunu games so Lusu and even the first 3 rounds of the Champions League, not from Nenya, but Mobile League anymore. They were consistent. They were giving you results. There were games and the convincing me say AC Milan, are you ready for the title this particular season? If I can remember very well, I remember one game against Bologna. That was a tough game, despite the fact that Bologna Cramponia had 2 red cards in that particular encounter against AC Milan. But how almost striving into the game, make sure that they are going to actually get a result against this particular team. Sounds so well for a team from AC Milan. How they are going to actually survive tonight against the attack of Isaac Sasses and Beto, Gerard De La Formo, in the Udine team. Let's see how it actually goes under coach Gabriel Chioffi. It's going to be a tough night, but AC Milan. Chamo game with the Kebeyanka goes beboa. Say be over 1.5. Because AC Milan will definitely score. Udine will definitely score. But win party, AC Milan best bet my draw against Udine. Tough.
You don't see AC Milan.
Yes, no, very tough. If they should win, I think they are making the case for themselves in the league. But this is a tough grounds, very tough grounds because Juve ko Kobre, Inter ko Kobre, Napoli ko Obi Obeko Udine won't be. And we are very tough with their 3-back system. Defending so deep, defending low blocks, hit you with quick counter attack, transition through Gerard De La Formo. As the success and AC Milan losing the likes of Simon Kayamona is a big problem for them. Now I was very disappointed with Romagnoli boy against Liverpool. He was really down, bad. Theo Hernandez was not on top form that particular game. Let's see how it goes this particular weekend. But I feel goes Beboa and I say win or draw for AC Milan. And I'll bet AC Milan go in this particular game against a team from where Udine. Inter Milan beshe Cagliari. So I feel every weekend no na ebia AC Milan mum na drop ya ba ebia second and na third. Nebia wa drop ya ba second and na third. Na Inter Milan ni Napoli movie up because of board road about 39 in terms of goal difference in Napoli be was road their channel. Inter Milan the minimum so beshe Cagliari fie. Inter Milan jana o maso na no despite the fact say Real Madrid etian o mo kakra doing this particular weekend, but what we hear game ni bibia will bear witness is say this was a Real Madrid side that used their experience, their quality, and the nature of their mentality. No, it working something out against a team from Inter Milan. But in terms of possession, dominating games, I would just me as I trust you me. Inter Milan will be on top from Nicolo Barella, Stefano Sensi, Lautaro Martinez, Mohamed Bastoni. That guy is one player I see for the future for the Italian national team. Antonio Conte didn't even remember now for but let's look at how our branch and city are board a team from Inter Milan despite in age. I believe that we are seeing a top level nester within the next few years. Chamo, Bastoni in the next few years, about the nester of the Italian national team consistently because we have defensive awareness, the height, how we city movie with the overlapping or Timmy bench as a centre back, the quality in terms of area duels. He's on top form and when the age and the level and the kind of pressure what Timmy so more. But I'm say Simone Inzaghi back over you. But Simone Inzaghi still on one elbow. Only the Ambrosio Munina prepositions would be on one elbow. And consistently he's proving his worth and me assure say he's one to watch for the future. So be partner Francesco Acerbi, another partner Musaku, another partner Romagnoli even in the Italian national team. This is a top quality star. And I feel say Inter Milan is actually going to be on top form this particular weekend and win against Cagliari. I see Inter Milan be a 2-0 B and a 3-1 B against Cagliari. One particular stubborn side do, but I feel said they are no match for team from Inter Milan with the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium. Now I'm here Juventus now. I'm here Fiorentina bet my baby son. One Fiorentina team on the body season. You can never undermine this particular team.
But Fiorentina last season looks like no more struggle at the point.
Of course.
But this time
the past few weeks, results be say it has been very consistent. Minim says Asiolo mu game mu ye din de ma omone. Also say more 27. I think on my day 16 getting into the top 4 if they are supposed to be consistent in few games. Ometimi be 2 Atlanta kakra. because we heard this particular weekend Atlanta be travel akwakobo away against Hellas Verona, the giant killers. This is in minim big team awabo Hellas Verona wa fan fufufu da. Minim big team, what I say Juventus so AC Milan every single one of them that has played against Hellas Verona has struggled. And I'm looking at the form of a team from Atlanta. Any the psychological aspect of the game, that mentality, because lusu what not fear lusu to Villarreal in a group game and Kalis or something.
They did not just lose, they were embarrassed.
And it's definitely sad. And you are looking forward to saying Kalis come to my BB this season. Etimia form motuma padefra. Omone Napoli ball 1-1. Omo Juventus by 2-1. Omo kofa 1-1 against Udine. Omo Lazio 4-1. This is Hellas Verona. It's a kwa way no. Chamo. Omo ni esimla born time. Esimla Rene in the latter minutes of the game 3-2. It's a kwa way akwakobo eti omo dia. I think this weekend the Atlanta so be shiye Duvan Zapata money yimone there omo relax. I think their best is going to be drawing here Bema Fiorentina the opportunity to come in and come and get a resource against Eyetima from Salernitana, and I feel say Quattara mo Christian Berardi mo in this particular team, or Drazola mo Milenkovic mo in this particular setup. You have a strong team to definitely compete at every level. Giacomo Bonaventura. This is a team Betimaka say experience kakrawum with the kind of players they could and they've definitely delivered. Jose Callejon from Napoli. Also that particular Fiorentina team, they have the missiles. Said this weekend on media Ham. So I feel the tables will change this particular weekend in terms of the Italian Serie A. Lastly, on the Real Madrid Atletico de Madrid game, tough game this particular weekend.
One of the games I'm for time expected goals.
Of course, definitely.
Because of Obia pragmatism.
Definitely. Obia very cautious in this particular aspect. And this season, not me Hassan Carresos at that na kebeti mama Real Madrid competition, but level no. Chamu.
So much.
But format the mention as no. And no more away to Real Betis, which is a difficult game. Na be fakir mo betima ye adwuma bi an glaciers mo also mo bo fear their Real Betis for the intensity Manuel Pellegrini team no, they will definitely pressure you, try to get a win against you. Despite the form of Ishak Mo in this particular team, Januzaj, they can be doing well against Real Betis there, but the probability of Real Sociedad losing a point this particular weekend high. Because I know best drag against Real Betis away, they will definitely have to perform above their level. Some showcase this season by going to Celta Vigo to get results, but against Real Betis in the level Pellegrini experience, giving more the opportunity for Real Madrid to extend the league or Atletico Madrid to close the gap is very important in this particular aspect. And during the midweek, one of the most shocking results in how travel FC Porto by 3 goals. Definitely I was really surprised because this is not Atletico Madrid team I'm not trusting in this season. With the likes of Joao Felix, Koke, Geoffrey Kondobia, Savic, Mundis, you expect them to be doing better than the results that they are giving you. But Omo results now are really inconsistent, and one of the criteria they distinguish Atletico Madrid from every other team is the ability to organize themselves so well in defending. But this is Omo concede a lot. And to our table now 29, 30, 31, 39. They can close the gap or share or quarter to 2. And to Real Madrid about to make closing about 7 in 16 games, which means say about more than 15 games to go. In terms of the Spanish Premier La Liga. No more team was on the society as so Real Betis American as and also on the torso third. So Real Betis 30 points. Sevilla with 31, and you need to be closing these particular gaps. Looking at the Italian Serie A this particular weekend because Sevilla so quite you or quite Atletico de Bilbao. That is a game I'm to me say.
And that's a very, very difficult game. Yeah.
Basque for the Jack but there's one thing about Bilbao. Let's be careful about this. Bilbao is difficult to score, but they also find it difficult to score.
Okay.
If you call now Bilbao over 1.5 hours, okay. It's Bilbao normally what you do for them is Ocho move 2 goals. No, fear they won't mean show mu 2 ni 3.
Okay.
Beba the bed, yirimu pampe, Inaki Williams, yirimu. So it's going to be a very difficult game for Sevilla, especially when they also went out of the Champions League during the midweek. And I was very disappointed with their style of play against Villarreal in the past weekend. I heard that's why I saw Villarreal by 1-0. No more so much convincing. But I feel Sevilla in this particular game will try and make sure somebody Beba the heading, Beba the bed pa. It will from the second to bear the fourth in the day, maybe you'll be added than Nkoyesa. Into Atletico Madrid, how are they going to take advantage of this particular weekend's game against Real Madrid, who are on top form? Real Madrid team now, Vinicius Junior, I'm saying currently he's the best player, the best winger, the best player in town now. That is it.
Vinicius?
Yes, of course, definitely. Currently, me personally, I look at his age. No,
but Shobit said, okay, I mean Europe, across Europe.
Yes, I look at his age.
In Spain, no doubt.
On some because Salah there, me no, and I compare players. Me the Salah money Ronaldo, omo two grade, omo different level no. And yes, I comparison and I'm person me the coach.
Okay. So
what did I say me ko time obi wa say, but around the age mate ne level no be there. Salah mo do omo PM. Salah mo do omo start yesterday we say season after season. It's omo they are two different level. But we inform bet my commend Vinicius Junior for what he's doing this season, the consistency. And the level now or Pejamuno. I'm a 42 years. I have crown on the unlucky the Safuadama Brazil performing so well in Qatar 2022. And Mehawa Atletico Madrid best opinion. And we got them on also bet try so bet tribute, but also bet targeting the papa. But the old wine,
not to catch you. You ever started season on. Let me start Real Madrid. Do you know why? They lost their two centre backs on my board for the past 5 years. And to make matters worse, they also lost their coach. But Juma Eda Militao Abama Real Madrid season, you know. Chairman, you need to watch their games.
Yes, definitely.
An amazing performance from Eda Militao.
You can't take it out. You can't take it out.
It's above Vinicius Dean, above Benzema Basso die, but at the back. Now my disappointment is Atletico Madrid. Season the best starting, so be so Bia say Team Ben na Edge League now. Obviously Atletico Madrid.
Because it looked like now
they won the league.
We might weaker.
Basaya out.
Real
Madrid was seemingly weaker.
So, yeah.
Atletico Madrid had all their players, everything intact. But now you can say only 10 points behind Real Madrid. You understand it? So they've been very, very disappointing. Now I think there's no person close the gap. They need to win.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm talking about. Because one table now is Sevilla no 31. Osha is over 32. Ubetima ba second work close gap ne kakra because Sevilla against Bilbao the bad is Sevilla ba kunya win. Rebeti so say that the betima pai.
But the last
lose 2 points or one.
Mo fancy dia Ketrabi. Ewa manane ene match o pa na yemrefi. Na we mehu but I say a month ago. I say a month ago no kai. Aye.
Sending in a baby was a qualifies na boy no. Nti sika ye di wo mu no.
On this sky be di na sky ye di.
Sky ye di. Maybe a question on one tias here. We dey your voice na wo hu said yesiko. Games na ye boy no ho sika ye time di as or mine. And a budget na asem no. He said this a month ago. Say ye dey around $5 million and e call AFCON, but that was an estimate and omoye. Inti baby e ka say the $5 million and e call AFCON e estimate. Inti me sure say e bia next wati e bi nso a na shutu kosoro Ghana had it because baby e ko preparation no chairman budget ni dey dey be kosoro but oje AFCON na still $4.5 million na. Inti from 2019 there no ye dey $6.3 million and omo baka expenditure no budget o we expenditure and on beka kire it say ene is around say $5.3 million there na say omo ateso $1.3 million and every mo but that was an estimate and on my inti chairman the preparation there skabekum pa chairman kakra bi e wa manone Liverpool game against Aston Villa a hero welcomed at Anfield. Steven Gerrard as a player for Liverpool the first game our boy our Anfield against Aston Villa it ended goalless. That was in March 2000. All free Anfield. The last game in the Premier League, Liverpool and Aston Villa a boy against Aston Villa. And that game, Aston Villa ever share Liverpool by a goal to no. Gabriel Agbonlaho and a share Sago and Edema Aston Villa. Now Oba to Anfield as a manager. Now somewhere in recent times, Liverpool have only lost once. And in their last 16 games, our mobile against players Omo managers omo be PM us omo the club ever Anfield abobo game Liverpool have only lost once so they've won 14 and then drew 1 say Liverpool former players no omo the club ebe PM in the Premier League our Anfield ya na nyoma enkoye emfa momo and Adjuma Steven Gerrard at Aston Villa the 4 games so far wabono he has won 3 and then lost only one. And that was the game of Olusu to Club FNC Manchester City. But that game, so already the work rate of the players was low. And I see say Liverpool will win, but Nkwe say be a 4-0, 3-0 because he's their former player, he's their own, and he's welcome at the Anfield. In some match, make up for Liverpool win. Chelsea airball against Leeds United. Leeds United, anytime on the game without Calvin Phillips. They've lost 9 out of 13 games. Now, say Leeds United a game, Nasa Calvin Phillips, Ejinemo Edmoma. Win percentage issue to 45%. Anytime Calvin Phillips, any part of the Leeds United team, Omura games win percentage standing 25%. It tells you the importance of Calvin Phillips. Now, Liverpool Chelsea games, the last 4 games, Omashe 8, I consider 8. Chelsea Liverpool defensive performance match in recent times. And I say this season, it do baby. Na Chelsea etimabo by 5 games. Na goals mo consider L form. And now Liverpool Chelsea abo by 4 games this number of goals no ma consider no against Leeds United club. Almost say Mr. Calvin Phillips. I see say at the Stamford Bridge, Chelsea will need to bounce back because what you to West Ham. Wakobo Champions League game and you man kuye. Chelsea fans and at the Stamford Bridge ubetime bounce back, and that game I'll go for a straight win for Club FNC Chelsea. And let's come out with any Real Madrid game no. And they player back Real Madrid. Jumadin Esin Naso Vinicius Junior. Last season, anytime Vinicius Junior ebenya ball no, ultimately Madrid players no more complain because the productivity level no na initial. How about Akobo pass na to baby na Karim Benzema more air complain, but this time season we a season watch 12 goals in all competitions, 10 in the Spanish Liga. It tells you say he has been productive, he has been effective and me sure say I don't know the fitness level of Karim Benzema, but I'll go for a straight win for Club FNC Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid. It's a game I see say 2 teams in Abeshego. The last time who said Atletico Madrid player Eshego at the Santiago Bernabeu was Anton Griezmann, and the form now Otime a display against FC Porto in the Champions League. I see say Griezmann to ebetime abwa Atletico Madrid, but if there's going to be a win in the Madrid derby, I'll go for Real Madrid.
Wow. If there will be a win, it will be for Real Madrid. So invariably, what Dia Hasler can say, a double chance for Real Madrid. And for those of you who are more the various betting, ma taking note of that. Now, I said, so ebesiako, but yabefi. Now, ma unyo maybe a circulate. If I had to vote team Nabidru, and live on Facebook, live on YouTube, on Facebook, Pure FM TV, on YouTube, Bright Kankan Bodu. YouTube. Baby, I'm so ready to be able to Ninya, we appreciate it very much. Now, I'm sure how Hearts of Oak got into town. Live on Facebook, I tried the metro. Now, to me, Aribi. Now, they say there's a Mabedru.
Now, Richard Atasem.
Asem,
say now Oyare. But I learned say players in the bad dress. Muka say, I didn't know no. Richard Atta, one yard. Say area dia yes malaria dia ebetimi asi but senya area and a Richard Atta esheda some match no on them emma has dia chairman Afcon Richard Atta onkubi onim say ka match so ko demu and the team eboa across folk emma mutim e qualify and ye pe one of the favorites ye pe one of the best keepers aye de omoko Afcon na and then can make a case for Richard Atta because yabo first match we ya show mu 2-0 ye pe players o metima gina kono e dey ma across folk na Sir Richard Atta boapaye say match no on them and from house folk chairman e che say Afcon no is not going to be part because enkeneya ye ka Sir Richard Atta yen friend no Blasters dwumadi e wodi ma house folk enu ti yen friend no eni ono ankasa na ono ankasa wakota baby because ko boa has Emma has every all the money zone and can I didn't know man for drinks or sheda chairman didn't tell me kasa
also yari
enti make say
that is supposed to be a team doctor who is
but some of the players can say on bad dress one make and say one yard
na say players no dey can chance one yari
it's asem no can chance say Richard Atta e sheda say one yard dia I didn't know mo kan mo say wo one yard one moye because una wujira kono dia maye me say aside yare no sente sa na se ono nyare no boapaye say match no on them because yes wa kwaji 6 enti match okodema say ne be na say boapaye say Richard Atta yes ade ne dia chairman Afcon ankasa no ankasa yin ho afrim sa winning bonus akase $5,000 no Richard Atta wode ne ho asinche te say the glass na wako apaka ne nyoma asi baabi no te say wa moatim no wa moatim jo no ankasa no ne career as a footballer any league awaje FA Cup na edu baabi Ghana ha say no and the league na has AGN na people were making a case for Razak Abaloa ahead of Richard Atta. Mr. Sentisa, Nasa no ankasa no, and decide say, Ebia mako consider way, and some uncle Foka into Richard Atta menko dema. Afcon no ankasa ya unde no, or no ankasa in West baby. And then ye pay 4 players, and I said 3 players. Edomako Blasters provisional squad nima. Chairman, we sure pass the has folk akoy omutim no. Including the goalkeeper ene na nko no over Razak Abaloa no Ghana for betia say yemfre Richard Atta obie no betia say
na Uganda how to J League in a complex and your friend J League they were the best team around. I mean
yes,
they had the best player in the local league still. Yeah, man friend
agreed, but Richard Atta no hobby. He was there fatal the okoba akopɛ no omuja ni si baby ono de no ho and na make say Seka has the Many has matches in say we are fighting for Salif Ibrahim. Bona woboni nyina no. Chairman, unim say ni untimi make case manu. But unim Blasters no, kwala pro mba be no. The politics around it. And never back provincial squad never. Na Filimon Bafo on the idea of Bukobi. Say they go 28 on the idea of Bukobi. Say 10.
Oh no, I know you're going. Olom great training now.
Oh, say no. Jumedie na odi ho no. Odi jumedie no ma panyin na ho no.
Because still, I'm saying, I'm sure that a lot of Ghanaians will find I find it very hard to wrap their minds around Sadian. Say, there's this player who is part of the Black Stars. Say, only I saw a deputy to the one who is playing. But the all born you're more no money. I go for a fifi near Nabebo. And now say, no more be every position more while he's still in camp. So sometimes you wonder, say, why is he there?
He is there because of some people. Denti owo no ena say Blasters no yakofa Jose Mourinho yakofa Ralph Rangnick yakofa Diego Simeone yakofa Carlo Ancelotti Filimon Bafo de obeka daso awo Blasters be owo no ehwa no be daso atena and me de ham ne say yes e build team e de akwaje Afcon enti do ti bench no o say Joe Obon o man competition enti Gideon Mensah ko ba against South Africa match no yehu boy I just say man competition and ye Blasters no department back competition abaho aye who improvement aye center backs no on the number of center backs and the ball mobile it is only Juku and cementing the position into John Boy ba Jonathan Mensah Ganiu Amate check the number of center backs anything a competition abaho but right full back position no and the yardom nankasa no on sheda nyade and na do bench no on timi betu no but Jonathan Mensah ne Harrison Afo omo nyina wo US obi ebo actively into see per competition yen for player amra obetimi ama and the yardom competition but e dey de film ba for that to ye be ni say edunjesi de ni bi no bi owo ni nti no bi agidi sika na it's been that since sika kono time nyene abantu wonya more than 6 collapse to our Blasters nyene he is still there but the provisional squad beba we dey go 28 into yes but say betimanya local players be about 5 the provisional squad no e be betima ko by 35 40 but chairman local players ne dey eni Salifu na oba no Sir Richard Atta ne dey ono ankasa medical ankasa ono ho asi ba bi dada but has folk team they also come here project say ye push a player we say unrem all Blasters edu baby no na Asante Kotoko push net na ekọ Razak no ekọ Ganiu no ekọ it helps you but as a club omanka say shoot yourself down na mutimi ko bo game e wo Algeria na obi video the whole video no chama do na o ka chama say the o kanya ebe mu o say let it go on manen to aso na nsem we nyina aba has akwaje 10 billion oh man panyini ho e ko bo game e wo Algeria na sa 10 billion no omo de abo trotro ewiem chese mo ankasa no munye serious na se wo hye tu na coach etwo chema yemusa ho say je so na fo no pa na nkomo first leg ye bo mu kromu eno mo ahye tu ne eno mo ba return leg awa Ghana ha say na mo te wo say first goal second goal third goal na omu coach ezu na coach nko mfiri kotoka ha omu de letter ba so yenya no kwan
coach no so soon after match and before
match no coach no so
sana ne ra na wo team drop out so ne yo say aso rebel
na coach no so ne ye Brazil 7 no na omu coach no so Barcelona kwaji 8 no na coach ni to no so say Bayern Munich ashe 8-2 na usu tesa wankasa no chairman sa time no nanka has omundimi shego na has entimi shego ye ntimpanyifo a ewo team no na mukwaje mampanyi entimi a choose next time sa has a qualify kwa Africa na so muko mampanyi no a 10 billion me say fa 10 billion me de 10 billion na omkwaje mampanyi wo no e fa henfa
sense no be no the score here the church am can say snit as buy say no be na hard for the 2020 munya botremo but there is this issue so say buy na encryde na mo pa say Nuru Sule e ka so nkwe warm up mrem wo se onye Nuru Sule no ono anso akaso se osre mo bi amfa de we nhye no say on na ma ha say lusu ne wa osre pa
Nuru Sule ni won say nsem bi ni na mo from mo me who yampo na me what must say because say you see the game because of game coach ka say me sorry ko warm up and a man sorry ko which is not true and you prevent this as because you call work pressure 6-0 you can say me ko warm up sorry ko warm up every boy you call has good you share yampo me sorry every year warm up every boy until that we coach ka say me warm up that time na score so they say na 1 and now 2 and now say and a man sorry ko what was it inti which is never true me de maybe I say no free no me de like meaning be from open no more free coach na decide say the cost of give or sorry or ka say me ko warm up and a man sorry ko what was it you lose you lose to be a pay be a kwan blame war I can say hey una yes that be which is never true. What was it? BBC NCA. Indeed, baby are 73 and almost have questions any panel, you won't be sunny panel. Won't be sunny because I acquainted to say our mouth for protection major who is and see if we are to our day blame our mouth, which is never true. Say, me have been born in the combat. Which is never true.
Well, Nuru Sule na you know one no say sansem na na from me na no kribia eni sansem no munti osre pa osre munyana okay
after such heavy defeat, management of issues after such defeat, very crucial.
Because it looks like how the
yes, they're escalating the issue.
Yeah.
One year we will end up blaming players after players.
You've been beating.
Defeat now, but you accept it in good faith. You work on it. Said by next time, BBC says Uncle 2 beam. BBC says Uncle 2 beam. That be a part of football. A 2 be Nasa has coin or 1-0 and can some whenever there is a defeat, now a heavy defeat like this, some of these issues will come up. And management has said here, and the technical team has said here, said they will need to manage this. Said the one shot play big career MSA because at this moment has supporters in any and when we hear some of these stories, chairman one here before the backup place no so. Yes, if there are any other issue, Biana has should deal with it internally. So be a place, because at this moment, it's the same place that has in the war. Some place here has the Bobo League. Why you're very careful, not would then take or mankasa reputation, and then take their confidence it will affect Hearts of Oak as a team in the long run. So Omokwaba, we cannot reverse what has happened. Let's manage some of these issues. The way Babontino one shot, you know, it's a better go post to. No sooner than able. Fatao non able. When you dent their image and their reputation, how do you use them afterwards? Nyamianum training, Chairman Esuncha, let's end it now. In the interest of the club, let's end it now. Last year, yes, Hasbro game on Sunday and not Numedrie. It should never happen again. Now, see if we can blame the players, we can blame the technical team, but management and community, whoever made this arrangement, can also take part of the blame. Eden has Eddie Bear 3 days, and Nantiko do Algeria. Asabo game on Sunday. Atra Algeria from Sunday, Ebesi Nanajo, before say they got into town. Tell me who does that? Eti Mikaisa Barcelona for a phone call Inter Milan. Emma Inter share by 3-1. Yes, a form number of fire Inter Mabasa loses that game by 3-1. And then cry and yeah from you. Proper coach Bas Papa. I would mean that woman. But tell my name for me. Chairman. Ofa from Friako Aputoja, ofa from Friako in Epe. Basa would think the choir on Namson, difference room. But Basa attribute their defeat to start from fire. Okobo a game against these North Africans. Chairman, no for form, Abo Trotro, bear 3 days, Akodiko 2 days, Abo game a year, Atna, and another Mibisa. Ain't you yen hardy. Has strong with holding in cumulatively, ye Cascanabu against me fight charter flight. Sikana on was spend hotels and it's our trot and get no. Thank you. Can you now boom a quantify na entity charter flight?
Intimate.
Chairman,
send to me. My point is the intimate crowd. You should do better arrangement.
No, make us say. I did a calf and some why and say it never happens in the Champions League. Say Champions League, Unrugu Mosca. Champions League, the moment you qualify, Oscar.
Champions League game.
UEFA Champions League. The moment you qualify in the UEFA Champions League, Oscar. Oh boy, game now win here, Oscar. Even when you draw, Oscar. There is no way a team about UEFA Champions League or back to Aboka. And then a calf from Kwaya said, until you play the money zone, Yama Oscar. As an at the Ahochaba club also. Traveling on the African continent, Chairman, too tedious. Dodo. Eti the house come now say me the many say schools to skadie no more bi. Mampeni momo 10 billion. 1 million Ghana cedis. Unless of course they have to tell us say o mampeni am first kana momo. It was just a promise. And to they tell us that and ye gitum say mampeni momo ska. Etu 10 million and 10 billion there. I did not make this arrangement. So mampeni amomo ska no so there. CAF must begin to revisit their nose. How they almost share ska at the class no. Class the between money zone. A club they had the capacity to go on their own. Almost ska. Do not enter in money zone. They struggle. Oba bresa also no money zone. Yes, I'm in ska no the club fee.
Say last year, Simba for budget for Africa no. $3 million. It's over 150 billion Ghana cedis. Omudru quarterfinals. Now Africa I say no, it was only from 2017, and a calf SSR now or say Sky Watch Chama class no, $12.5 million. Before that, from 2008 about 2017, now teams now omobo CAF Champions League no, next Sky that's no, $5.7 million, and a nature. Now a Newodia, $2.5 million, runners up, $1.2 million. Group stage no, so qualifying Rema is $550,000, and now ubetimenya group stage. But here is the case in league no oja $41,000, and now ubenya. Okwa Zimbabwe, do a league no ebenya $56,000. Ivory Coast the same. Ethiopia there, me say than do we Ethiopia league no, enya more than $200,000. Why Ethiopia musu 13 teams enable. Do we no, enya over $200,000. And then maybe about do no. Say competition now born. So one kasa one show because traveling expenses ni bonuses ne akwantu na ewom no ɛka no twa $550,000 no wabɔ ka no bi kɔ adada ansa na wɔwem money zone ɛno tira brukum Chelsea yɛ brebre koduru money zone no obawe na odi 10 no na ɔtɔn Emmanuel Crotiko Esperance $1.5 million ɛna ɔtɔn Glass na wako ɛne Solomon Asante moko team Mezembe ɛna onya ni sika enti o invest ntia be odu money zone wana asa sika na obenya no na wo so watima aton 1 or 2 player because ɛhɔ no o value no kosoro. But here is the case Sir Christian level ni ababedu no ye no are part of the world. West Africa I say no ye ni sika to say Esrofon and Esrofon no they also play other competitions. Not Africa for no man kasa omo competition mo ba eno no kata for ne UAE for no emo musika emo mo di omo bo ni ye. But ye de enko yesa.
Well, ebi say God to go kwa omo ko da afi no mabedru. E je bi bisa say 2 legs and the first leg in the airborne. The governor has the mabedru.
Omo so kwa no. Omo kwa government no emo mo flight emo mo ko. Ena no mo de omo.
Na ye when your flight you 1 million Ghana.
1 million Ghana cedis.
So you did not get a flight. When you 1 million Ghana cedi. No come say Hearts of Oak omo preparation and other arrangements no. Omo anye ntem. Omo
ye preparation ada manpanyi ni say sika ne mo. Ena obi ye preparation. Ono anka se de kan no preparation. Ansa no be has de no.
Now even that chairman omo ne work no. Who was the leader of the delegation?
Randy
has Koeno Nkoe.
I thought chaplain has governor.
So the arrangement of our Champions League no has been a bit smart.
I know na catcher say any mado catcher say Randy told them that listen. Arrangements now mo yene de. And yet there is a Morocco that moves from Accra to Casablanca. It is a man in Tamamunya seat also. Because I'm Morocco, you go for the Brahmo UK, US, near Yenom. Offer no one of them. Tinakusu Casablanca, what trouble 4 hours. No connecting, now go New York. Sabia, Washington, and so on. It's the other book I need to Jeff in eventually has Dubai. Now fly from about 7 or 8 hours to Dubai, sit in the airport for about 4 hours. No, some fly 8 hours to Casablanca. Direct flight 6 hours and 30 minutes. Arrangement, did I make us say? How's the new management?
Chamo.
Nobody's managing anything.
Chamo. Met me akasemi kakaba house of football.
Yes, kana yemra ezo.
Wait a minute, and your mommy said be very crucial to the problems of not only house of football by clubs in the crampo in a comobia. They did kind of standards. They toss your structures. Near akasa by emotional intelligence. Chamo, the standard that our football must see no. It's not that your clubs no more invest you. Chamo, you share match day a car. Your clubs in the ball. Some of the players and you may come miss come with the real Romuno. And they told the beer what it be with your ass of him. I know say house of folk air traveler could see a can Africano. The amount of money be a to be real Romu fetch and Pierre Babantino. I was so. But you begin to ask yourself, say, are they doing the right investment in terms of standards in Africa now? Yet the answer say, your far coach, your far assistant. You CEO, you team manager, and the people are doing the right investment because of standards of football raising. What are the standards? And then obi a fast specialized personnel, a specialized position. It took teams be more obi a video analyst, wafa data analyst. Upon it, no one is a coach in the coaching school or a psychology, wafa professional psychologist, wafa coach a be or a set piece coach. Set piece. So look at the investment of you. Or yes, high investment in the area. We're meeting the standards now. Say world football and technology, the football day. Aircon. It's all invest here. You know, say if you invested the right amount of money into the right personnel to handle the team now, person where they handle, then you come and deal with your structures. Some will go for now. Structures when I'm go come be. Me find when I am a CEO, when I am a management. When I am PRO, when I am Juma say, and you measure them according to the emotional intelligence I make one seven. Chamo, and then emotional intelligence in your trying to acquire so a benyantiasia, Obefaso you now with their managing emotions in a positive way. Abuaman Yomako Yama Club. Normally, the reason why emotional intelligence is a key component of every single corporate institution. How would they diffuse conflict? Would they face challenges? Now there will be a relieving stress. in this particular aspect. Begin to ask yourself, say, your clubs no more meet standards, and so they make wrong investment. They have structures and you're competent enough. And how to handle situations using their emotional intelligence is a big problem. There have been some things in the club and what is the right communique? How are you handling the emotions of the players? Channel let's send the supporters the supporters are in pace. Supporters were in pace. So how do you make them understand some of these things? Where is the level of emotional intelligence? Where is the level of emotional intelligence, Chamo? From top to down, and your want the personal interest in this particular proper structures. Who are quite fast to city and Makabako for Dubai. Debbie Okabako Tinchina Kon 1 year and Adiaba. Debbie, Yama 1 million. Obimaka just say 1 million per before. No, I didn't person common zone. If you don't invest the 1 million, how do you get the 550,000 and the opposite of you anymore? And I had say a talent in Kwai Boboria and sorry near Kwe baby. How they are handling issues at the club, to me, it's a big problem for me. Me didn't come up with now as a some body no crying commodity be a cocosu but people are being so fetch baby no matter the tray. And young can crunch down for Nami and say down for Alaja can be pan Vincent to do tape at the pan we have has of Fuku. Chamudi pan we have has of Fuku. Hey, I'm gonna hear you, man. You see, sometimes Chamo as a Abobi Binyano, Abobi Canos on 2 Nibia. You see, some people are there. Or be on the Bois Club in one word the other, but or Bois Club no around there 40%, no DD Club no around there 60%.
Oh, some.
Oh yes. Can you create that? You see, sometimes in life, Obi Oba more fallen. Better say Ube do away with the person and wait longer and achieve whatever you want to achieve than so only the panel and then said the be a form. And yes, they be a form. Me, Anankasa de we call so by any aqua bani aqua Jesus near bar. Minim the to compare the alleged video about Bontier, I said the alleged voice near WO Tando. I'm using the word alleged because you only pan or TH. Nipa crown kokas as a mina and say Cabana was anke inedi. Video the Bible but structures net is saying. The emotional intelligence in the crumple. How do you manage about 30 minutes and add the neighbor? And now mom show Facebook no. Omano motion no more comment say. Obi ka sembo bench 20. Nipa ne kache WO Tando. He said it on the voice. Say onyana de ne bem. Was say ebem an enya hwe. Ni abo 30 minutes o. Na ni abo. Matima ko with that team doctor. Dear Adriana Stars Raja show me says one ibino. Sa match ni bino. Enubina has 4 years. Matima ko with that team doctor. Operado so ankobi. And I'm this abba. Me no, I don't have any problem with the Akwakusi.
Well, but arrangements no was bad. Arrangement no me and a hard until make us a house needs a management. Management be that structures in management report to the board. Oh, 9 years, but it looks like it's not just about having a CEO. CEO no managing team on them Belgium, and you say it can work. With respect to Asante Kotoko, the Nane Amponza di Igua, you also it works when you do it right. It's hard work, but hard work fun. I don't think so. Some from Africa, Chelsea hard work the entire hard work season now, baby. Hard work go. It's hard work 3 outstanding games after this weekend, and they need to prepare to win those games. At least some we need 2 of those games. Say how to work almost say 2 points. Say 3 points. 3 points. Chamo omumpe psychologists beyond. And now omuni penny moving ninkomo. No working on the mentality of the guys. Of the boys, because definitely this results no manyanya no mudi abano. Openi ahweni ya. I was a coach no grad so yes psychologist also in Hoduma. I was a coach coach Sabobodu. Of course, young coach in the first time in Africa. Now he said Esikoya onusu hiobi. A psychologist to work on him. If you say, but there's this video. I don't know enough from here. No one about the Afghan. But I say, and Evans Jamra reporting on a portal say Ghani has been dropped. Ashes. No one say Ghani will need Richard Ofori. Ashes so they are not the list. Ashes need some more about the trivia. Richard Ofori. They won't tell them. Yes, and the other one hand for them. It was the Amate Mumbeko as right back. na Philemon deputy.
I say
no, I think so.
Philemon obeko.
Philemon ni di obeko. But on say center back asema na make is here. Say competition na wo ho no. Aha, ena minim say league e be break dia. Yem break here. Ebi ana kotoko nso atwa akọ mo say Gani o ebi ombe hia.
That be gonna go mama Gani akọ. That's a football agent by no here football I mean or transfer players. And he knows the value Gani who play for the Black Stars to bring what to.
Yeah, definitely. If you go to the AFCON crown and no crown value.
I did a lot of value. If they want to sell him, it means more money.
I'm at a court right back there or say Gani or straight.
I think they are speaking to one other right back in I think or French Bordeaux. They are trying to look forward to some of their brand and the other
yeah, drop you on my bath when on Monaco.
It's what
sense in it?
And at the end of Bafo, and the other one come back. So check it is okay, you demote gra. So the whole parking. Original bench, original bench. Send him out to bench, no one parking. It assumes that you are better than him.
Of course.
Yeah.
So if we feel that your performance is not good, near your pindu. I also do want a children. Or no question, or no call. Now we go bench no be better. But well. Okay. Well, video been in from says Santiago go new bus. Meaning say Marco Polo be say, "O the can say any development go say they are more process on person acquire a new bus. Ne easy the pressure on their current bus." Now there's this video live on Facebook on Pure FM TV and on YouTube branch and Cambodia. And starting from they have be seen there Ghana here. That's what we do. Because of the environment, possible memory. There will be a possible in our queen. Die. Aha. Rachel. Segano. A soon Segala. Boy, Cabana TV pool basis. I was so.
Like a big Chamuachiro.
So the moon, TV pool. Okay, young quality. This is the video about inside is the new Marco Polo bus for Santiago de Coen. You said the Isitiano and
I'm say Coco too much. Who say Brunisa and Sunday be a gate in this area.
I said you go to the bus, Libya. Oh no, my own
definitely.
Son of Mogate,
definitely.
Bus in the girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, but to hold that here. I say normally want to tell Manoni bus is only to Quay Peter Pan bus is in a Sani unfriend. Oh, I'm bus only to carry out a few. If you saw to say,
last two seasons, Tranquility League now.
Washroom, like, you're now. Wash hand wash basin and it's hard in
come on, this is nice.
Oh yes. Bas no dey say Seina Abeina say go dey answer ne tia. Very nice.
Level.
Carry on levels no be cost levels because everybody is your travels no be your baby you want to go with this
and they need more buses because of new regime le pese bus obey academy ne youth side ne say man it we here buses be say be ankola ne be post school buses ne be betima coffee form ne all of those things.
Yes, bus na be do Ghana so do be give us to this here has
wow. Okay omuka say Pijo ana Volvo
where Benzo ana magodo
me who say a trebi that so as a lion biti kakra you call design be by as a trebi kakra and say Volvo and as a Pijo
David
say
Pijo bus
design be by
Pijo bus
design be by video no say be on say ya ba two na ba you see here
okay see okay ni menra no more people so Santiago good team no because of game money Hearts of Oak but they also come on the weekend because of Hearts of Oak arrangements the game has been postponed the FA are yet to announce a date for Hearts of Oak giving him outstanding games in and I don't know say be born according to Ebia say be first one beba second outstanding beba sana kotokodiana ba but nyina efina efi nebe it has to be like some rest until midweek games no next say be Hearts of Oak see akai now
why do you create room for assumptions and blames?
I say because ye nyoma na ye nye. Say Hearts of Oak yeka about FA enso sense me. Yeka about Hearts of Oak travel arena ni bibia no. FA no so ya aware say Hearts of Oak Africa.
Definitely.
FA ni aware say that normally kwa no eya na nke be boa say the Hearts of Oak be use FA no protocol office no. Na boa with their travel arrangements in any obehu so you can program say Hearts of Oak be do be a Friday omo to be more match nti ombebo mo first outstanding game no Tuesday Tombo Tuesday na midweek match na kombo no bia nkai bia Thursday no ya mo bo no bia Friday ombo Friday na weekend match also mo body ya mo bo Monday I mean BB I'm not saying I'm just creating a scenario that's not what I'm saying to happen
akoma and I say omo kwa ne push Hearts folk asa no mo say ka omo itinerary no omo ne push omo asa no mo say ka itinerary no to mu say Hearts eba be do Friday
because there is no management.
Yes, who communicates with the FA when
there is no management?
Yes,
that's the thing with Hearts of Oak now. There's no management.
There's no
Hearts of Oak is being run by the board, and it doesn't happen. Hearts of Oak is too big to be doing this. And as much as I mean, say, your Hearts of Oak fans are worried about this.
Yeah.
Now, so some of the commentators are supposed to be running. They are worried. Hearts should have a management.
They don't even know what they are.
It's not just about naming a CEO or MD.
Fanny go through interview process. No. Fine. Your office staff let him bring about 3 or 4 of his people. Say, this is my team I'm working with. Yes.
While assigning Obia duties near you, then they are working. Now CEO no report to board no. Ethical arrangements no CEO be no consult FA. No, but this is the situation. A board for the running house. House is some to player now. Vincent Dotene and no negotiation. And here can be.
What? How?
How do you run a team like this?
No.
Always communication is poor.
No.
Now I said 2 no board members no Pierre Routier.
Pierre one the defenders net as no. Say omakutia kakrama e mas net phone.
Well, yanko any man yen share na kuma say Sandro share Asikam. From say Asikam. Asikam, okay. Asikam FC by 3-1 in a friendly na. You better some of the highlights of Fabio Gama that I'm feeling Fabio Gama. Fabio Gama.
Serious
the Brazilian magician. Nazan the magic from Gaka.
Oh, but Omonikin face a match now he was good. He was good. Oh, he's serious.
Nkora mpanyimfo Obia is all about Gama.
I'm saying League the only the most attractive player. Obia
say because of the year one who say or a Brazilian playing in the Ghana Premier League. Uncle for Barcelona. Now it doesn't like okay fine. Security because they are there to just
now Kotobi Obia Sobi on.
Now I said them crying near now so nobody's gonna harm him. It's just I mean they love him. That's the essence. It's when you have to be no appear we near you penny crowd down which means an near joy is so fresh. And that's that
COVID is still around.
COVID
is extremely around.
It's almost some breeding no mini crown.
And some of these things are no protocol observed or more closer to the place. It will affect Tokotoko in the long run.
Check the door saying because he have started to check back.
Players need difference. Players need difference there, but some of these things must be checked. Honestly speaking.
Now as I say, Rangers now you as a COVID you mono.
Yeah.
Now Tottenham Rennes. Ghana hanky test players before every game and
even Brighton game no crown I'm almost postponing no crown.
And this is game the same net here and picture mo born so no and we Kumasi Asante go team no almost training jerseys no and boy second for the come on Okotobo winning game by 3-1 and so now the most informed team, my team of the year undoubtedly my own swag awards no swag awards no and my voti Christian member of swag.
Yeah, you so.
Also, nene chaya. Also, nene chaya. But I remember of swag.
Openly, me patron I wadaroma.
What voti?
Voting the minimum vote.
Oh, I na voting na. I swag awards ne baso.
Mate openly.
Mene. Ibu amene. Me ayu kuni nyadwe. But. Ubende.
Okay.
The swag na award there backtrack kakranti. Say me person me say the last time no come boy chan. Escape me next time me chan me catch.
If remember mu dia this is say me ko pekente. It is say me tutu adu achi.
Yeah, catch and say yenye no. You manya the last 12 months. You can say the last year. Say the last year.
Okay.
It's even say can hey say okay the last 12 months.
Okay.
Now you go ahead and say
that means calendar year.
Calendar year. Mine go ahead okay the year 2020. No. Say in the year 2020. 2020 January to 2020 December. Say so 2021 December. Just a regret fee. They see you know. Oh.
I was saying the calendar year.
Because me say coach of the year is a name new time thing. Because here you see Basigi.
Yeah.
Now here Samuel Bodu. Omumienu. I'm saying, come on, I mean, it'll be achievement. Look at what Samuel Bodu did with Hearts of Oak.
But for the past, the 2020 in the year, because of Tuabana, I know consider currently they see the.
That's what I'm saying. I was a Yemen update. Ebabe Drew and Manimi Yano. And Obabwa. Hazaka's ladies, I want to do first ladies cup. You say, in fact, Hazaka's ladies have won everything.
Can we say someone the sports team of the year?
The sports team of the year.
Definitely.
The football team of the year.
Football team of the year.
And I'm saying, what a year, 2021. Women's Premier League champions. Women's FA Cup champions. Waffle Zombie champions.
What?
CAF Women's Champions League silver medalists. Women's Premier League Super Cup champions. First Ladies Cup champions. Team of the year. Team of the decade goes there more. In the last decade, I'm not seeing
unbelievable.
I mean, achievement to one.
Unbelievable.
10 billion. Team win was 10
unbelievable.
Oh, now to the house on their goose. Obi got 10 billion. House go GB. I say, also, mom, we just 10 billion down. I said, "Movie back."
Unbelievable.
But also, we also on penny a bomb abaso. A man at your my NF as I guess ladies.
Not only domestically.
Yes, say young Black Queens in Mabasigi. Young from Manu.
Same way.
Mamma hold to
the same way.
Basigi. Basigi so the man could you.
Papa.
But you must see him so I yard to must say. Basigi say about the person in the Yasem. Because you say, oh, I would try. Oh.
Because in fact, we say a man you know, a bit me and to call pack so. Let me take your mobile 2 months to solve.
Baby, now we need to be
also Bema de
BYTC, a man, ya, a be so much training.
They don't BYTC.
They don't come to training because of
Christian. Now coaching my team. Hey, Nedin.
And no experience.
And not by technicality, sir. Can the first inter schools and my championship, I can't even come J.
Wow.
Made a Garden City.
Oh, okay.
Yes, shall cast 3. In the final, and okay, you put to say there was one girl at OESS, or 3 years and son over school by regulation, such as a call by school, no, want to be participating in sports.
Yeah, but no, you're student.
By a student, and say, I mean, that's not for me to say. Me say, almost 3 years, on your possible money da, on any yaka, almost kasa.
How do
you training now? Chum, some women could decide. No, on Chelsea. And my coach in this, which young way, and as I go no bow, no emotional. They said the tea and no and then your man, you may say, woman, sexualities, and no study what have you grab you. So I say, media, we believe that the welfare officer should be a woman.
Yeah,
welfare officer and they also your bad because. And they say, a man in direct nature will be also be raw, one be raw. Ultimately, raw, also banana to go round. So, Bema no limits. It's a welfare officer, team doctor. Because there are a lot of brilliant female doctors around. What I say? But the head coach, and it shouldn't. Anyone say money gender bias, and it should be about your competence. And because all the other ones are kind of gender bias, competence. So we team doctor, over team doctor, oba wabing, because another confirmed there are young lady doctors. What I say? Doctor Nanekia, a brilliant doctor. Oh, your doctors be bro me a ma. Oh my being pa. Christian service, maybe I was a medical. Oba, very friendly. Very brilliant. And also a confirmed tech hospital, Centreso, near now. And tell the doctor didn't say, and the field, and what being in Wafano. And John, the modern man didn't drew. Oh, it's me and going to say head coach in the house, Humobro, Yapoba. Near him, I know about one in China, Nadia. None of my cousin, still, there's all Obanti. No. So say the gender equality, say they are. Is it going to be there? You so be me. I don't know. They are not going to.
I think we know you pay close attention to their development. Say every single national team, whether a member or bar, or yet the core component of it, a team back could be called for.
Yeah, the end is how. Are you go Jefferson? Messi for one.
Chamu.
And look what you know.
And a Tianum nearby England for Abaso nearby Germany national team Abaso. The core component of even the Germany national team on being a success from 2010. What they call now. Now you buy Menek.
Of course.
Amun getting now in 2007 Korea, South Korea, Korea, Bojan Kekech, Money Ransford, Osemu Kopiemo, Tony Cruz mo. It was how many component. Bayern Munich was playing Europa League with some of these players. Bomba and the national team on Monebo. Me hear you Mamelodi Sundowns man out to say a clear distinction of investment. Any money, me exposure. It's the investor or money build upon them. The spine of this team can be the spine of your national team.
It should be. That should be the case. The Anzakas lady should be the spine of our black queens. It's as simple as that. Okay. League matches a basso. Now whether we propose okay can ye Jemu Diama Achafon Ochafon. Let them go Achia a mountain. Oh. Achia a mountain. And not trying to go vampire.
Achia mountain.
And a mechanic. And I'll try a drew. And we a powder. Now no say I don't go Achia mountain. Achia. Let me be honest. Go be that. Debia Sofima organize ya ambese me kobi.
Uzi tamani unsha na so mi so organize bi.
Na so mi so organize. Yes.
But in this one boys afa ho.
But the tell so say na timing no. Timing no. Na in time fee we mu bi but empire dey be ameka so e nipa na tiasia. Dey be out there spend just 3 or 5 minutes of your time and just say a prayer. Very important. Bible
class say pray without ceasing.
Aye, o dey me so dey fanzo wiase nyapa na e busy.
Yeah.
O dey so wiase so. O dey wiase so nza. Se hweso.
One up 10 minutes when you make 10 minutes dey man empower.
O dey wiase nyina dey so nza se hweso man. So untimi anya de anya rade me so say na dey na o da na se. So ama nkwa mo hoden. Na wa se o ma ne pe. Enye ho.
O ta do ho boni pompem paibo.
O ba na bia kata so.
Enye pizza man onim paibo.
Akwo jina ho yi.
Pizza.
We bom pai kwa no abu. O bom pai kwa ba be trophy pai na se. Well, Sophie ma Reverend Emmanuel say every Tuesday said ye name no Tech Police Park. Otaifa home.
Okay. Me ba say na me wo se metimi si wo ho.
Na ya o maybe o.
Na me ana me ko bi pa na me bo pa.
Also ba.
Me ko bi pa.
Also ba. Okay. Well, happy birthday to you, Ransford Ranks. Oh yeah, huge follower of our show. Live on Facebook. Go here. Ransford Ranks here. We show a happy birthday. Say na Ghana Premier League matches. Barcelona. na enra yemu say dreams na 11 on is bo 1-1 on bo 1-1 sai Ishaku ni standard ne bro look at
yeah Ishaku
so Ebas will be any Gold Stars will play against Bichim. That will be another interesting game. And okay. Ken Faisal on here being a Sharks. Be at the Barbara Stadium to watch that game. Very interesting. What funny as good also. And also Ebaso. Nina games are and also Bakari Lions and Accra Lions. Na young got chop with day home Komokaka. Because Nipebiana ya very important. Say wapon with the na Achiano and I make come wasem. Udemiya mema kwaba eko divine hope ase na migamo ko de
BKB bi akobo
de anyasi Achiano guzu ya duma
boy make dig
sa Ghana ni yasi neti o yenti Achia ho nsem kaka
BKB me kan share what TFO nyina
ya jo so
Dr. Pometra say ya nam de apomode ho asem na ebrel
sa
Dr. AJ ibisi ntenten bia mejeso BKB won say aka
AJ no na ya nam de ho de AJ
BKB won say aka be na otumi ni be di bronya aka 2 weeks pe o tina me ba sam be kam e ma ho asem
okay
hwe say edru bronya festive na from 20th to 1st January no mema dia ogia na jai akura sabro be ho kira kwan ogia na jai wote ne nka che no